So I'm driving and YouTubing. We'll see how this works out. If you suddenly hear a yell, you know that I just crashed. Anyway, the weird thing I wanted to talk to you guys about it's a combination of things. So my only sister, who was also my younger sister, passed away last year in September. We're almost at a year to the anniversary of her death. And I have been, sort of internally freaking out about that because, she was my baby sister and I miss her a lot, and I have a hard time even just letting myself experience that, missing my sister. It's like I just don't want to think about it. Goodness, it's hot. Anyway, when my sister first passed away, she passed away in September, and a couple months later, it was holidays, and I was decorating the Christmas tree, or we'd really just finished decorating the Christmas tree, and I was sitting in the living room where the Christmas tree was all by myself, and just thinking, and feeling sad because it was my first Christmas without my sister, and we were really close. We weren't under each other all the time because, just life stuff, but we were close, and I miss my sister. And anyway, so I'm sitting at my table, and my Christmas tree is kind of directly across from me, and I'm feeling sad and kind of crying, and all of a sudden, randomly, an ornament flies across the room from my Christmas tree and hits me directly on the head. Bonk, right on the head. No lie, nobody's in the room. I'm thinking maybe my cat has climbed in the middle of the Christmas tree the way cats do. Sorry guys, gotta change lanes. But my cat, I look across the room. My living room is kind of an open floor plan where you can see the kitchen, the kind of dining room space, which is where my Christmas tree was, and the living room space, which is kind of behind me. And I see the cat is laying on the sofa, not anywhere near the Christmas tree. And I just immediately had this strong sense that it was my sister there, kind of saying, hey, stupid, I'm still here. Don't sit here and be sad. I'm here with you. Don't worry. I'm looking after you. And it freaked me out. I love the idea that my sister is around me and looking after me. Hope that you guys aren't hearing the loud noise from traffic. Anyway, I love the idea that my sister is around me and looking after me. I don't, however, like the idea of being haunted in any way, shape, or form, and I do believe in ghosts, and I've, in the past, had moments that felt supernatural, so, whatever. If you think I'm a crazy person, so be it, but I truly believe my sister could, her spirit could be around, and I wasn't exactly pleased with that. So I immediately was like, sister, you know how I am, and things freak me out, and I really just need you, I need you to look for the light. I would feel more comfortable believing that you are in heaven with God right now than hanging around making sure things are okay with me and mom. Even though my sister has 3 kids, unfortunately, that, are here and they're young. So I could totally understand her sticking around to make sure that they're taken care of and everything. But, I don't know. Just the idea of my sister hanging around me in spirit form is creepy. I mean, I guess it's sweet, but it's still creepy. Is she in the bathroom with me when I'm taking a shower? I hope not. Oh, there's so many things I could think that would be just not when I want my sister looking on. So anyway, let's fast forward to now, almost a year later, right? woke up just really sad, like missing my sister, missing my mama, feeling lonely, which I'm not really. I have a husband and 3 kids. I don't have family here in this state anymore, but I'm not really alone. I have plenty of friends that love me and that kind of thing. But still, this is my family of origin. Like, the only people left in my family of origin at this point is just my mom, who is not in this state with me anymore. So, I was kind of torn up. And boo-hoo and weepy, which is something I hate to get. Like, I cry in the shower. I don't normally let people see me cry. I try my best, to be cheerful and happy and just positive. But I even had to kind of pull my husband aside and just weep on his shoulder because I just was so torn up. And I didn't want to call my mom because if she wasn't already thinking about the anniversary of my sister's death, I didn't want to make her think about it because, she had 2 kids and now she has a kid. And if I'm torn up, I can just imagine how she feels. So, long story short, I go all through Sunday, sad or whatever, but I manage through my day and get up on Monday, get ready for work, and I'm still thinking how much I miss my sister. Oh, y'all can't see me, I'm sorry. Can't do anything about the light right now. Please don't hit me. Anyway, so I'm still thinking about how much I miss my sister and how much I miss my mama. And I don't want to call her because I know I'll start crying and I have to go to work. So I send her a text message and go on about my day. So then it's around this time again, 5-ish, I'm leaving work, and my mama calls me, and she had just gotten my text message. And so we're talking kind of like you and I on my commute home, and she tells me that she had a dream about my sister on Monday morning, Sunday night, and that she had woken up and was in tears and had been in tears like all Monday because she, was missing my sister and just sad and everything like that. And she hadn't called me because she didn't want me to get sad. And so then, of course, I tell her about how I had felt the same way on Sunday and I hadn't called her because I didn't want her to be sad, but that was why I sent her a text message because I couldn't talk to her, and so on and so forth. So we're having this whole conversation. And the whole while, we're both on cell phones, but I was driving, so I wasn't holding my phone like I am now. I had it in my lap with my mom on speaker. And my mom has a tendency to talk on speaker anyway, just because that's easier for her. So we're both basically on speaker. We're not really touching the phones. And we both have fancy Android phones with the touch screen and all that. And the whole while we're talking, we're hearing this noise on the line as though somebody is dialing out, like old school dialing out, like when there were landlines in the houses and you were on your touch tone phone and you hear the little noise because you're talking and somebody else picked up another line in the house and started trying to dial out because they don't realize you're on the phone, which some of you might be too young to remember that, but for those of you who are my age, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's happening during this whole conversation, like the whole part of the conversation where we're talking about how much we miss my sister and what we were thinking about her and being sad and all that this whole while. Phone's just like, ding, 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 ding. And my mom's like, are you doing that? And I'm like, no. And she's like, I'm not doing that. And I swear, once again, it's like the spirit of my sister is there, like saying, hey, stop being sad. I'm still here. Don't worry about it. I'm happy. I know. I'm sure skeptics will tell me that it could have been anything, some weird thing on the line, or one of us was touching something, we just didn't realize it. I'm a smart girl and logical. I understand that there could be a lot of different reasons for that. But in my heart of hearts, like, you know, when something happens and you get goosebumps and you just know, like, you and your friend think of something at the same time, or you and your spouse or significant other or whatever, like, you just have that moment where your soul and their soul touches, and you just know, like, that no matter what the logical explanation could be, you know what the real explanation is, and it's like weird, right? This is what happened. I know, and my mom agreed with me. Like, I didn't say it to her, she said it on her own, that this has got to be your sister. It's exactly something she would do, which it is, because my sister was such a prankster. Like, I grew up hearing that sound because every time I tried to talk to a boyfriend, she was sneaking on the line trying to pester me. That's just what she did. She was my baby sister, and she was a handful. She was a handful. And I miss her. And a year later, even though I still don't want her to be, like, around watching me take a shower or laughing at me when I poke my almost 40-year-old mommy tummy, I'm happy to know that, you know, she's there and she loves me, and hopefully she knows how much I love her and how much I will always, always, always love and remember and cherish her. So anyway, that's it, YouTube. That's my story. I guess that tells you a little bit of the weirdness you may find on my channel. I will probably talk to you about all kinds of randomness, and it may always be when I'm driving home, because I'm almost home now, and I managed not to wreck or kill myself or damage my phone, and I think this stayed pretty steady, so we'll probably do this all the time. So that's it. It's nice to meet you. My name's Chantel. You can find my website. It's called beingisaverb.com, where I share stories, real and unreal, and talk about creativity and living an inspired life, and interviews and all kinds of interesting experiments that I'm doing. And you can find me on Twitter at Just Chantel. And don't look for me on Facebook because I don't really use it. But if you're curious, you can also find me on Google+. Just head over to my website and look below and you'll find some links. And yeah, that's it. It was great talking to you. And don't tell me I'm crazy with the ghost thing. Or feel free to tell me I'm crazy with the ghost thing, but it doesn't matter because I know for sure what happened. Like, in my heart of hearts, I know that that's what happened. Bye.